So welcome to Coffee Weekly. I'm here with Otto, Hendrik, and Sheldon. My name is Kikki. I am a musician. Yeah, and welcome.
Woo! Wow, that was a very good introduction, man. It's like a radio type of quality.
Wow, that's amazing. So what's up, guys?
Today we're talking about music. So what a nice, convenient fact that you're a musician. And I think all of us actually have some touch points with music and actively producing something or listening a lot, which is, I think, a big part of being a musician as well. And I think we all still made like different types of music, but maybe the same. I don't know.
I can just ask where do you guys work, in which part in the musician as a musician?
Well, that's even a more interesting question. I don't know if I really work in music business because I mean I do music more on the side, but actually I will have my first gig as a DJ next Thursday. So and that's techno, electronic music, house, minimal house, something in that area.
So where are you going to play?
It's a bar called Time Bar, which is,
nice.
I mean, they just book a lot of DJs, which is kind of nice.
Cool. Do you wanna each of us give like a 1 minute summary of what music background everybody has? So since I'm already speaking, I'm gonna go first. So for me, I started studying music when I was like 12 or something, 10 or 12. I studied classical music and I learned a few instruments. My main instrument is violin, but I learned a little bit of flute, a little bit of trumpet. I don't think I'm able to play those instruments anymore, but I could try. And the violin, I haven't played professionally for more than 12 years, but I still can do a little bit. And sometimes I play at home. And right now at my home, I have a keyboard, a guitar, and a violin. And I play those three like just as a hobby. So I don't do gigs, I don't do anything, I just play as a hobby. So Otto, you wanna go next?
Oh, sure. My background is, I think the first time music came into my life was when our neighbor was a piano teacher and my parents were like, you're gonna learn the piano, like my siblings as well. And I hated it. It was the worst. And I had to, I mean, it was like, the lessons were kind of fun, but preparing and the homework, I was always doing it like last minute. And I always was like, no, I don't want to do them. And then eventually, I think I actually stopped after like 2 years from like 10 to 12 or something. But then I continued with, my brother was part of an orchestra, but he was moving away. So they were asking, oh, is there someone else? Oh, you have siblings, maybe your brother wants to play. And then I actually ended up playing there in a little orchestra and was there for 3 years or something. And also that's the time where I started listening to a lot of music. So it was basically my escape. And it was like, I mean, I put on music and I figured it was like I was constantly wearing headphones, so nobody would talk to me on the bus. I would be like, yeah, nice music. But then I myself moved as well. So my time in the orchestra was over in the sense. And when I was 15, my parents gave me a DJ controller, like a very small, tiny thing, but that's all you need basically. And I just practiced a bit at home and really liked it. And then also with electronic music that I was listening, a little bit of house, and I really like these Contour albums and some David Guetta and whatever stuff. And then there was all the birthday parties, all the 16th birthday, all the 18th birthdays, and I was playing at all of them. I took my home system and everything and did that for quite a long time. Then when I moved to study, I stopped. I was only listening to music, but I didn't produce anything anymore. Then 7 years of nothing. And then last year I was like, man, I should just do it again. It's so fun. I mean, I was playing the piano like a little bit between here and then. But then last year I bought a DJ controller. And it was dusting my apartment for a while. But then it was a birthday and I was like, I should do it. And then I bought some more stuff. And now I have too much gear at home. And I don't have space for my like vinyl players, 3 controllers, also piano, a synth, and I don't know. That's my background. And now, yeah, I'm also DJ every day, like a little bit at home. My girlfriend's happy and dancing. You know, I'm happy and dancing. My neighbors are not happy and dancing.
It was
Yes,
great, man.
over to Henny.
All right, thanks so much. So I'm a rapper mostly. I also produce beats, so like on the computer with the keyboard. Yeah, I have a little bit background in guitar. That was basically my first contact. I was playing a little bit of guitar as a child, so I can still do some chords, like some chords. But yeah, actually, I had a break when I was like 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, something like that. Maybe with 20, I made one music video, and then I said like, I don't want to rap anymore. I want to focus on other things. And I just said, I want to make this one fun video. And then years later, like I met Kikki, and somehow Kikki saw this video and he said like, Henny, let's make music again. And that's why we are sitting here today. And this is going to be me giving the torch to Kikki to introduce himself as a musician.
Yeah, that was also my start. So I was getting in touch with music very young as a kid because my father is also a musician. He is playing the piano and singing songs in Italian. And yeah, that's what I was growing up to. And amazed by this feeling, I always had the feeling that I wanted to do some music. And I was like, when I was 14 or 15, I was like, hey friends, let's do some music, let's do some rap, some hip-hop shit. And they was like, no, I'm not into. And so I was just waiting it out until I get to know Hendrik. Yeah, that was amazing because he told me that he was producing beats, doing some rap stuff, and I was very interested in. So he showed me his things, what he was doing on YouTube, also his videos, and I was like, whoa, let's do it together. Teach me some rap, teach me some how to produce, how to record music. I want to get in this world. So we started together, and yeah, we did much. How can I say that? We started together. We started our YouTube channel, Life is Easy, and started just to make music and put music videos on. And today I'm still continuing to make music almost every day. So yeah, nice. Hip hop, that's the thing.
So if this is your background, like where do you yourself going right now? I mean, if you think about, I don't know, this year or next year, do you already have any plans, or is this like something that's going to change or stay the same?
Yeah, until now it's more like fun projects. The most of my revenues I'm getting from Fiverr as a ghostwriter. I'm also gaining some money, but that is has nothing to do with my personal career or with my personal goals. Yeah, let's see where this adventure goes, because I get the feeling that every year the levels of the songs and everything around, like for example, my music videos are getting better with the time, with more experience, and also with bigger budgets. For example, in 2 days, I got my biggest music video ever that will show up on YouTube, and yeah, I'm hope for the best.
Are you also promoting it this time? Like with Google advertisements or something like that? Because I know you have some.
Yeah, I tried it out with some videos, but not that much. The first time I was putting some more money in it was with my music video called Day Trip, and that worked very well. So I really get the feeling that there are real viewers who's getting in contact with your music, and they would listen. They would also comment and give you feedback, and that's a cool thing. So for the next music video that will come on YouTube, I will definitely do this Google advertisement to getting more views also.
It is so funny that these days there's nothing anymore you can do without some kind of IT, Google, Facebook, big companies. It's insane how they touch every aspect of life.
Yeah,
that's
I
true.
think you just need a level of attraction to work without that. But for beginners, it's difficult to pop up with music if you don't put anything in advertisement. Also, you have to make social media content and more stuff to get more viewers. It's a hard business, a hard thing.
But I mean, what many people do is, I mean, I know some producers that they don't care about marketing at all. They just have a label doing everything for them, because they also say, like, I mean, of course you have to get into a label first, but it is so much work. I mean, it's actively publishing in different countries. I mean, you would run campaigns, you would partner up with other things, and they have some songs that are on Netflix, and I don't know. But I can imagine it's like a whole different job, because marketing, I mean, you could be someone who hates music. I mean, you should probably, but you could do marketing for music. But being the musician is the main thing. If you don't have content, well, there's nothing to market it.
Yeah.
So it's
So
hard business, I guess.
What is the label?
A label is basically I mean, if you think of it like this, if you're an employee, they're like your employer. So they would say, hey, I like your music, I want to publish you. So they would, I mean, they would maybe provide you with a studio or some equipment or some investment in that sense. And they would, well, tell you, hey, I mean, show some demos, I mean, make some music, and they would publish it for you. So they would take your music, they would sort out the whole rights management. So they would take a share, which is, I think, I don't know, between 30 and 70%. I mean,
Is Otto lagging?
Yeah, I think we lost
Yes.
Otto.
Otto is freezed. So we lost Otto. Otto, where are you?
So
Okay.
while he comes back, so how does one can start a career as a musician? Like, what are the revenue streams? How can you make money with it? So yeah, tell us the secrets.
So Henrik,
Kikki.
you want to go first, or it's me?
Oh, you can go first. You can go first.
Okay. So it's only my imagination, because I don't really know how to get a famous, successful rapper earning very much money. Yeah, like, I think you have to put your talent to the very maximum of what is possible in your. A day has 24 hours, and most of us have to work. So other time you have to spend on family, friends, or other important things. So the hours you put in music is very little for myself. So it's like, yeah, every day you have time, or you have free time, you put it into your hobby, into music, to hope to getting viewed from someone else who could help you out there, you know, like you need to have a little bit luck to be lucky at the time. I don't know, man. That's a good question.
Okay, I want to pick up from there, actually. So first of all, to start, just start, like whatever you want to do. Like if you want to rap, just get a microphone, get a cheap one for just 20 bucks, connect it to your computer and make the first shitty music. Because it's not actually about that level of production, especially in the beginning. It's mostly about getting the skills, getting the basics. And even like, I always want to say, like, a master guitarist can play on a shitty 20 euro guitar a super good song and entertain everybody. So it's not that about the equipment, but more about the way you use it as a craftsman. And afterwards, I think the most important thing is to work together with other people to get the expertise of others. Once you have your own basics right and you have value that brings others to connection to you, so you can also create value to others. And considering the money streams, I think the most important ones are streaming nowadays, so like Spotify, etc. Then there is live gigs. I think the live business has the most money. I think right now the business model for a lot of musicians is make an album, make music videos, and promote the tour. Because for streaming, you get like, I don't know, per customer, maybe €1 or something per year, maybe €2. But people are willing to pay €70 for a concert ticket. So basically the music and the album, they're often used as promotion for the live events. And what's also kind of new to the business is the reach that you gain. So like with sponsorships. So you see musicians making sponsorings from brands of very different kind of markets. So they would sell their Instagram reach and like promote some products on their Instagram. And yeah, like last but not least, I think considering the marketing to get yourself out there. So I've been reading a very good book about that. And what makes people share your products is strong emotions. So the stronger the emotion that you bring over, the more eager people are to share your product. So like if you're having like just a chill, no emotion, no nothing video, like people will not share. But if there is super strong love, super strong violence, super strong success or something like that, people will share that. And like this, wow, this kind of feeling, like in Germany, we call it Staunen, I don't know the English word, is thought to be the emotion that is shared the most. So if you get people to this emotion, like, whoa, like what did he just do? This is gonna be how you get people to sharing. One good example that always keeps in my mind is there's this German rapper called Jesus. He's from Hamburg. And there's the one video where he just takes a glass bottle and smashes it to his head. Like, where do you see this? This is so crazy. And that's just the kind of stuff people share. And that's also why I think like the music industry, especially for the more pop culture, has gone so extreme. Like take a look at rappers like 6ix9ine, like everything is so weird and like everything is pink and green and he has golden teeth and like a weird haircut. And then there's stunning ladies in the background. So you have to be that polarizing to get out and get people to share your content and to be special.
But I mean, you were speaking about emotions, which I think is a very, very big aspect of music. So, I mean, I can understand, of course, that when you feel very passionate about some kind of music, oh man, the song, it's just the best. I love it. It makes me, I mean, either so good memories to the song, or just like you listen to it and like immediately feel good. I think that's, for me, probably the biggest selling point of music. So I would like to ask you maybe, Henny, like, if you listen to music that you like, what do you feel? How do you feel?
Usually I'm looking for energetic music, something that motivates me. So yeah, something to push me. It's also an interesting point, since I'm a musician and kind of a business person, like I was interested, like what's the value of music? And usually people turn on music to either create a mood or to enhance a mood that's already there. So that fits actually very well. And like the kind of mood everybody searches is different from person to person.
So what about you, Sheldon? What do you feel when you listen to your favorite music?
Wow, that's this definition that Hendrik did, create an emotion or enhance an emotion. It's a very, very well put. I think that's a good framework for approaching music. And I think for me, it's something like that as well. The fact that, for example, if I want to concentrate, I don't want to listen to voice. I want to listen to some rhythmic beats, for example, lo-fi, which is like a constant rhythm. It makes like a motion. And if I want to like be very excited about something, I'm gonna listen to rock or to pop music or electronic like EDM or like house or something. So I think it's like it depends on the mood and it depends on the occasion. And if I'm feeling a little bit sad as well or nostalgic, I'm gonna listen to like old songs. I have one rapper in Brazil, it's like a group. They're called Racionais, and these like for me they're the best, and they're like the OG or original gangster of the like rap scenario in Brazil. And they have an album or two albums. I listened to only those albums. I have no idea what they did before or after that. And those songs are like very nostalgic and very like deep, and makes me think about the like social problems in Brazil and a lot of things. So I think it depends on the mood, and it has like several things. Yeah, it's very complex. And I think our emotions as human beings are complex as well. And lastly, when it comes to when I'm playing songs, it's funny because it's a different thing, because I'm like this sound is coming out of me, kind of like I'm using the instrument, but I'm making the sound. So then it I don't know, it evokes a very different emotion as well. The fact that we're making something.
And maybe Kiki, like, is there a difference when you, like, how you feel when you listen to music or when you produce music? How do you feel in those both scenarios?
Of course. I like Hendrik said, I think music is the transport of emotions. So how I do hear music is I'm really focused on the artist of the music. So I'm not listening to some music, some kind of music. I have my very special artists, which I would listen very long time for a long period of time. It's not that I'm hearing crossover many things or many genres. Yeah, like I have my favorite rappers, which I would listen again and again. Like for 20 years, I started listening to Eminem, and today I'm still listening to Eminem. You know, like there are also a bunch of other rappers, but it's highly highly only in hip hop. I do like also other music like jazz or classic music or also other stuff, but I'm really focused on hip hop because this is where I get my most emotions from, you know, like they are telling stories. You can hear the mood they are while they are rapping, and the beat is just pushing this out. You know, it's not in like lo-fi where you just listen to the beat. In rap, you also listen to the words. And when I produce music, I also try to put my energetic character in this, you know. I want that people get to know me better just by listening to my raps. So this is how I feel about.
I think what I just mentioned, music as a transport of emotions. This is so interesting because, I mean, I never really thought about the fact, of course, that if someone produces music, they might have thought about, okay, maybe this is how I feel, I want to share it, or I want to create like a feeling in form of a song and share it with other people. And then someone can be like, oh, I don't know, I feel sad today, I want to have sad music. And you're gonna be like, oh, everything is so bad. Or you're gonna be like, oh man, I want to destroy this workout. You put on like really like exploding music and you're gonna go crazy. And that's actually quite fun. We can like control our feelings with like, oh, a little of that, a little of that. But to be fair, sometimes I feel that there's moments where, you know, I wake up, I have a very weird day and I put on music and boom, my day is saved. But there's also times where music I don't react to music. I listen to it, and it's very rarely because I listen to music basically all day long. But sometimes I'm like, eh. But I would say like 95% of the time, music does catch my emotions. It's a good thing.
Nice. Yeah, I think
it's Sheldon, please.
Yeah, I just wanted
Please,
to call it to wrap it up. And yeah, so if you want to say some final words, I still have like a lot of things to talk about this, and especially given the background of rap. But you want to keep this short, so yeah. Thanks Kiki for coming and for sharing your story with us. It was really nice. I learned a few things today. Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, thanks you for the invitation.
Maybe just for one like last takeaway for our listeners. So you were saying that when you rap, I mean, you want to bring your personality, how you are, your energetic character to others. But
yeah,
if you would have like a statement or a mission or a thought or an idea you want to get out to your listeners or to the words, what would it be?
Love, man. Just be a kind person. Do whatever you can do to get other people. I want to say it like this: if you can make people happy, they want to try to make you happy. Like if you are a good guy, a good person, if you have a good humor, you are a fair person, and all the other stuffs, then people will see that and be nice to you also. And yeah, like just just love, yeah, positivity, energetic, like everything what positive is. I want to, yeah, the people, there's so much hate in the world, also in rap, you know, in rap, they are like, yeah, my gang, my drug abuse, like I know, don't know, there's so much negative topics, but yeah, for me, I want just point out more the positivity.
Nice.
And yeah, like I said before, I'm hustling very hard, so I'm putting every 3 hours I have in music, so I'm working very hard, and I want the people to see that. Like I'm also saying that in my rap texts that I'm working 24/7, or I don't know, I want the people to see that, and one day they would be like, wow, look at his, I don't know, at his channel, 5 years he is doing music and he has so much songs to put out, he putting incredible output, and this is what I want the people to see.
Yes. Okay, so for my last sentences, maybe Otto can go last then, and I don't know if Sheldon has anything else because we are running out of time. Thanks so far, Kikki, for joining. It was a pleasure to have you here, and you know that. Like my last closing thought is like, when do people decide to really follow a musician? For example, my girlfriend, she's like, she's gonna listen to any song, and if it sounds good, she's gonna sing it and she's gonna turn it on. Then I'm like, hey, do you actually listen to what they're saying? Like this rapper just said, like the blood is dropping on the ground in the November. Like this is something my girlfriend wouldn't identify with, but she's like, oh, it sounds good, so I'm gonna listen to it and I'm gonna sing along with it. And like, she's just like, she likes the music, and I'm like, I want the rapper, I want to identify with the rapper, with what he says, the musician. So like, I really follow the persons instead of just some songs that I like, and I'm really interested in when people choose a certain behavior of following musicians.
Very interesting. I can wrap it up. Thank you, everyone, for your inputs. Just very quick on Hendrik. So, for example, I don't identify with a person, but more like the sound. So, of course, some people tend to make the sounds I like and I follow them. But yeah, I'm too slow to listen to lyrics. That's a very simple fact or reason why I don't listen to rap. And one very little last takeaway is one aspect we haven't really talked about: music as a way to have some kind of self-meditation. I think one emotion that for me comes when I, for example, play the piano or I DJ, I'm like zoomed out. I just, you know, of course I produce some music, I play something, my fingers are touching and moving and creating and shaping the sounds, but I'm just like observing and listening, and I'm like, you know, in a trance state of like being while listening, but also creating. And it's playing and listening to music, both are something that can create very, very good feelings, and especially to anyone who's going through a hard time or I don't know, a boring time in life, I could recommend engage more with music. Let it be listening, or if you can, any instrument, go ahead and start doing something. You will not regret it, absolutely not. That's my closing words. Thank you, everyone. This was episode 5 of Coffee Weekly, and with our guest Kikki from Germany. And thank you, everyone. See you next time, next week. Have a great rest of the week.
Bye-bye. Thanks, everybody.
See you next time. Bye.